Hello, this is Nemesis with another review for my Chaos and Velocitron series. This is, of course, the Voyager class Laser Prime, or Laser Optimus Prime, or whatever, an homage to the original G2 release way back in the early 90s. A toy I really wanted when I was a kid, but my mother wouldn't get it for me because I already had a Optimus Prime. But whatever, that's a whole different story. But yeah, this is the new Laser Prime here. And well, he's a tanker truck, as he should be. And he even has a sticker which emulates the original G2 print and whatnot. I will say, unfortunately, that the big problem here is, well, the stickers, let's see if I can get that, aren't the best applied. As you can see, there's a lot of bubbles and wrinkles and whatnot, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do. I mean, this is the only real way I can think of they can do it on cheap of doing this whole tanker thing. Otherwise, it's just a whole ton of paint, and I can see why they might not be enthused about that. But there you go. The nice thing is he does have the red and black fade effect here on the nose, so, and he rolls okay. Not the greatest. I think his wheels might be a little tighter than they should be, but these are okay. Titan Master can actually go in this little blue thing right back here, although he faces backwards in this mode. And yeah, again, no name, although I guess you can call him by whatever name you gave him with the other version of this fit mold. Yeah, no paint again, but light gray and light blue. Unfortunate, and of course, turns into a light blue version of Optimus, which is an interesting choice, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he works. It's it's typical Titan Master stuff. Of course, comes with weapons, double-barreled gun, and a sword, which homage to his original weapons, which can peg onto the side of the truck. There's little peg holes back there. Same with the side. This one has to go in this way, but yeah, you can do that. It's a little silly looking, but you can. And well, because he's a Voyager in this line, he is a triple changer. So we're gonna go ahead and turn him to a plane. Yep. Okay. So first thing you got to do is you got to kind of split the center section of the tanker. Up here, right here, watch this tab right here, kind of tends to hold really good. You want to split this so you can open the legs and get these wings out. Just get them out. And then down here, flip these pieces out and rotate them around. This will turn into the nose of the jet. Then you can put it back together. So. And you can also put the tank or piece it halves back together. There's also little tabs right there. Make sure they help line everything up. Then take the wings and let's see. I believe, yes, you have to fold them a very specific way. You kind of fold them back like this so that they... No, wait, that's not right. Yeah, you fold them forward like that. You have to fold them forward and then you twist the front part around like that. It's a little hard to explain, but okay, you twist the wing around like that and then twist it around on this mushroom peg without breaking it off. Or good thing that's just a simple friction joint, or else we'd be in trouble. Yeah, just and then they kind of go, there's little guidance tabs right here. They go into these little slots. They don't hold super securely, but they're okay. And then you take the nose of the truck and split it in half. Just move each part forward to the side. Again, they don't really tab in or anything. Just kind of sit there. You take this part and just fold it down. And actually, no, you don't fold it down. So you fold it up like that. And then you take the tail fin and straighten it out and pull this out, and after doing some fiddling, you have the jet mode, which Well, they tried. Yeah, it's not the greatest jet mode between the truck halves just chilling out in the back. This just tail fin just kind of hanging out back here, just not really doing overly wide right here. Just it's and this is Optimus Prime. They try and just wheels just hanging out right here. It's like they tried. It's there, I guess. It's obligatory for the Octane remold. It's kind of charming in how bad it is, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of a mode that most people prefer to ignore with Optimus here. So yeah, but now the Titan Master is facing the correct direction, so there's that. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Oh yeah, and the weapons can store on those pegs again still, or on top, or I believe yes, the gun can also kind of. There's these little clips on here that can clip onto the cockpit right here, if you want. It's not super secure, but yeah, it's there. But yeah, going to robot mode now to get away from this this thing. Yeah, you're already partially there, but yeah, once again, want to kind of move the wings out of the way, get the truck halves out of the way, and once again split these, and just move them down. This time they'll stay there, and you split the legs out. You rotate these back in to the inside of the leg. Then we'll rotate it around. Oh yeah, this right here, this slides forward, down on this, like that, all the way, and then take the fronts of the legs and then split them out, and then you can take the feet and move them out from here. If I can get a grip on there. Move out and then move them back into place. Same on this side. Move the feet out and then click it back into place. Get the feet. And move the arms down. You want to take the top half of the truck cab. Okay, actually, what I want to do is move this up. Here we go. Let's move that actually up a little bit more. Up. Right. I'm going to take the top half of the truck cab and just kind of move it up, spin it around, and it will tab onto the top of the shoulder. Same on this side. Move it up, spin it around, tab it on top of the shoulder. And you take these parts, spin them around so that this part's facing forward, and you put the fists out and they'll click into place. Take the chest piece, move it down, it'll tab into place. And then the wings back here, to kind of get out of the way, you kind of need to move them up. And once again, spin the whole wing section around on those mushroom pegs and whatnot. Get it all spun around. And there's little tabs right there. Little tab right there that kind of goes into that slot right there, sort of. It's, again, not the greatest connection, but that's kind of guides where it goes for the wings. And the instructions tell you to fold the wings up like this. Some people leave them out. And then you're supposed to take this part right here and fold it down and kind of do whatever you want. I like to kind of fold it like that. And now you're mostly done. There's just one thing left to do, which is take that Titan Master, fold them up, and peg them in. Yeah, this one's a little more difficult than some of the ones I of course, push the belly, like the Pillsbury Doughboy, and boom. You got Laser Prime. And yeah, he is quite the homage to the original Laser Optimus back in the 90s. I kind of really like how he looks. I wasn't going to pick up this version of Optimus, or I wasn't going to pick up the Optimus version of this mold. I was going to wait for Octane. But when I saw this box set, I was like, okay, fine, I need a Laser Optimus. It's kind of one of those things I kind of always wanted, so getting a Laser Optimus now. He's actually looks really good in robot mode. His tanker mode actually looks great. Jet mode is kind of yeah, it's bad, but you can kind of just gloss over and pretend it doesn't exist if you want. Yeah, once again, weapons. Nice clear sword, can peg in right nicely. Same with the gun. Gun can also hold the Titan Master if you want. So, yeah, the stickers, a big problem here. The stickers, again, I'm noticing a problem, and it's hopefully they Hasbro manages to address this problem with future box sets. Stickers aren't always applied very cleanly. There's kind of like, you can see little wrinkles and stuff, and like the not clean application. So my worry is they're gonna eventually peel off. Which Repo means Repo Label is going to make a killing. Right, so I'm going to get these out of the way, just for the sake next bit. Articulation. His head can move left and right on this little platform. He can move up and down a little bit. Thanks to these little springy side things, they are it's a little limited, but you can move them down, and now you have full range. And because of how narrow the body is compared to most Voyagers, he still actually looks pretty good proportionally with this head, but it's up to you. You know, so there's that. Shoulders go forward and back. There's limitations thanks to this shoulder pauldron kind of smacking into the smokestack back here. I mean, you can kind of twist it out of the way, but then you're hitting the wing instead, so there is limitations there, unfortunately. It can go outward all the way, though, so there's that. That's good. Bicep swivel, fully unhindered. There's an elbow, just shy of 90 degrees. Wrist, no spin, but it can go inward if you need that, for whatever reason. No waist articulation, unfortunately, thanks to the transformation with the sliding part right here. There's just no room for a waist swivel of any sort. Hips, though, you can get fully forward, fully back, almost fully back, thanks to the wing backpack. You can't quite go, but yeah, it's a lot of range. And outward, it's pretty extreme. I mean, these are some extreme splits he can do. I mean, look at that. Hips or bicep or wow, thighs are on a mushroom peg, so you got a lot of range there. Knees, about 90 degrees, give or take a degree or two. And in the feet, no ankle, but there's a little bit of toe. Doesn't have a whole lot of range, but there you go. The big thing I also noticed with the feet is, thanks to the way it's molded, it's kind of hard to sometimes get the feet to line up in such a way that the heels, this little spot right here for the heels, actually useful, because it has a tendency to just kind of droop backwards. But once you get it into a decent spot, it can stand fine, although it is sometimes it will just kind of flip backwards, especially since the knee can go further forward than you really need it to because of the way it's designed. But I mean, yeah, it's Optimus Prime. He looks pretty darn good. I like this one a lot. I know a lot of people aren't going to be so enthused about it, between the just kind of jet mode and just there's already a version out there and most people are waiting for Octane. And there's the rumblings this car is going to do an exclusive Scourge/Black Convoy version, which I might pick up anyway. And yeah, because yeah, that's what I do. But it's a pretty good version of Laser Prime. The biggest thing is the stickers, and the third mode, the plane mode, is just who cares. And there's a couple little tabbing issues, I think, particularly with the wings. The wings that don't tab super well into anything. There's just some stuff that just kind of sits there and doesn't really tab, which is unfortunate. And the heels and stuff can be a little iffy. But he looks good, in my opinion. So it's probably kind of weak. It's kind of one of the weaker molds of the box set, but I still like him well enough. So he has his fans. So if you're going to buy the box set and sell them off, you might be able to find someone. But if you're someone who's looking for this, well, it might be easy to get this one for cheap just because someone getting desperate trying to get rid of it. I'm keeping mine, though. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good one, in my opinion. Just a couple little flaws, unfortunately, which hold it back from true greatness. But otherwise, yeah, this was Voyager class Laser Prime from the Chaos and Velocitron box set, and I'll see you for the final part with Quick Switch.